Askreddit asks, what highly illegal thing took place at your high school?
Two students planned and carried out a coordinated attack on one of the math teachers by waiting by the top of the stairs between periods. And when he passed by them to go down the steps, one of them pushed him from behind while the other put his leg out to trip him. The teacher fell down the steps and broke his neck and back and was paralyzed from the neck down. The kid's reasoning: because one of them was dropped from the basketball team because he was failing that teacher's math class. Both of them were 15 years old. So they didn't get jail time, they both got expelled and were sent to juvenile detention. The teacher sued the school district and got a settlement in the lower 7-digit range.
Man, that's just fucking horrible.
No amount of money can fix this guy's life. Sad.
Our football coach took off with one of the girls in the high school and moved to Mexico and married her. He had a wife and kids. They then hired a brand new football coach who was 23 years old. Before the end of his first year, he was hooking up with an 18-year-old senior girl. They also took off and went somewhere. We went without a coach for a couple years.
My golf coach got arrested in Kansas for driving with a spare tire full of cocaine.
Idiot. You put air in tires.
Well, when the team was averaging 500 yards per opening drive, that should have been a clue. To be fair, someone told him he needed snow tires.
Idiot. You put air in tires.
To be fair, someone told him he needed snow tires.
Sounds like a bad goalie letting them all score.
Nice.
I interviewed to teach at a high school once. One of the questions from the school board was, can you avoid sleeping with your students? Me. Yes. Yes, I can. School board thinks I'm great. Principal thinks I'm great. Superintendent of schools doesn't think I'm cut out for the job. Gives me the run around. Principal is trying to help me push through it and get hired, but I finally give up and get a normal job elsewhere. Superintendent hires his nephew, wonder why he gave me the run around? Who promptly has sex with a student and gets fired. I still see the principal occasionally, he always apologizes, I wanted to hire you. He's way too nice to have been stuck at that lousy school.
To be fair, someone told him he needed snow tires.
Man, that's just fucking horrible.
They literally ruined his life but aren't punished more severely. I feel like being paralyzed neck down is more suffering than straight dying. Fuck dude.
Kids almost never get adult punishments, but then they don't suddenly stop being criminal assholes when they turn 18.
Did the women eventually learn how to play football?
The principal was fucking students. A few years after I graduated, some parents found out and took him to court. He hanged himself before he could be convicted. Edit. Corrected the word from hung.
My history teacher had sex with a 15-year-old girl, but she didn't admit it for at least a decade. He was a good teacher and I liked his class, but he's gonna rot in jail for the rest of his life. The middle school gym teacher who inappropriately touched lots of preteen girls, who promptly told on him, got the teensiest slap on the wrist and that was that.
How was his admission not past the statute of limitations?
They literally ruined his life but aren't punished more severely. I feel like being paralyzed neck down is more suffering than straight dying. Fuck dude.
Kids almost never get adult punishments, but then they don't suddenly stop being criminal assholes when they turn 18.
Yeah, this shit took planning, so it's not like it's an act of high emotion in the moment. To me that should be reason for actual jail time over UV.
My teacher was molesting my 14-year-old classmate for a while. He went to jail and is still there 20 years later because another past victim came forward. So that's pretty illegal.
Pretty illegal, just a smidge.
My music teacher had sex with at least 6 of his 15-year-old students. He was in his mid-20s. That was in the 1980s. Now he's superintendent over an entire school district.
Knew a guy that sold cocaine in class. And tried to offer a girl pot to sleep with him. There was also some public underage sex in one of the halls that lead to a girl starving herself until she miscarried.
IRL pot to sleep with him. There was also some public underage sex in one of the halls that lead to a girl starving herself until she miscarried this week on Degrassi.
This went from 0 to 100 real quick.
drama teacher slept with the hottest chicks in class and nothing ever happened to him.
They would never be able to prove it. Don't you know all drama teachers are gay?
Murder. A kid in the grade ahead of me murdered his sister behind the high school. An acquaintance of mine helped him bury the body. Edit. Wow. This blew up. So this guy was in my English class when I was a sophomore. He was a junior. He was a tennis star on the school team. Seemed real straight-laced. I didn't know his sister. It's rumored that he abused her and she was going to tell. But it's just rumor. What did happen is that they had an argument behind the high school and he hit her over the head with a flashlight and killed her. He and his friend, a guy the first knew casually, buried her in a shallow grave outside of town. FYI, small town, Central Oregon. I'd link to the case. But it's hard to find anything online. This happened in about 1987. Pre-internet. Anyway, she was just missing for some time. Many months. When hunters discovered the grave and shit went from there. Edit 2. If anyone can find the info online, that would be cool. I can't find anything. The guy's name is Brian Ford and this happened in Bend, Oregon in about 1987.
Have you contacted Sarah Koenig?
A film crew lied about what kind of film they were making. Turns out it was porn. So my high school is the setting of the film. The URL redacted. Watch. B equals MD2 Dogecoin Pretty sure that's illegal. Yeah, it's pretty tame. What do you want from me? I live in Cupertino.
I went to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn for a year and everyone was very proud of the fact that a scene in Debbie Does Dallas was filmed in the library.
Were you the guy who commented "fuck yeah, that's my school" in the comments?
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you amazing people.